Who do you guys think would win in a fist fight between these two studs? Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and today we're going to take a look at a picture comparison between Nick Walker and Hadi Choopan from the 2022 Olympia. Nick got third place, of course, and Hadi won the bloody show. Derek Lunsford was in between. Now there's been some debate on the entire net. Nick Trigilli, he was basically saying the words of Jay Cutler. He said, if one of the three guys between the top three had not have been there, the result might have changed, right? Lineups make for different matchups. And Bob Ciccarello said that was ridiculous to even suggest that, if there was somebody else in there, it would change the outcome. I kind of got to agree with Jay Cutler. One-on-ones are different stories, guys, and I've never done a one-on-one comparison between these two. Wow, look at those arms, guys, on Nick Walker. I mean, the rest of the physique, sure, Hadi is impressive, but I mean, come on. You can only go but so far with the arm dominance. Now, if Hadi Choopan, wow, if he packed the same type of punch that Nick Walker does, then it would be a no-brainer. I would say for sure that Hadi Choopan would win this one. But that is not the case, guys. That's ridiculous to suggest that. But his arms did look pretty good on that physique. So, at the end of the day, pretty close in the front double bicep pose. But here's the thing, guys. It is a 2-day show. And to nail your condition the next day, you see what happened there? Nick Walker, even in the face, he was a battle face that first day. And the second day, he pulled his claws in just slightly. I mean, hey, he still means business. But he's not battle-faced. He has his claws in a little bit. For sure. And this is the final day, guys. This is the final judgment. Hadi Choopan looks better the next day. So, Mr. Saturday Night, yeah, you're going to lean towards him in the front double. Or I would suggest, anyway, go to the front lat spread. And this one here, for sure, even the Nick Walker fans will admit, Hadi Choopan is one of the all-time greats in the front lat spread, and Nick Walker not his best shot. With all due respect, Nicholas, but, I mean, come on. My fans would throw rocks at my house if I gave you a win in this shot. And vice versa if I gave Hadi Choopan a loss in this one. Now, here's the thing, guys. We don't have, I don't know, I think this is the finals for Nick Walker, but this is all we have. But what we do have is a nice side by each of Hadi Choopan. This is the prejudging and the finals the next day. And it is it's a miracle. It's a miracle, guys. Well, I mean, it's not a miracle, but it's pretty darned impressive how much better he is the next day. But anyway, go to the side, chest development, turn to the side. Always impressed with Nick Walker's forearms in this shot. Look at that. And when he's against a guy that he's dominant in that aspect, yeah, it's pretty good. I think Nick Walker is winning all together in the side chest. Upper body, lower body even. Here's the next day. Hadi Choopan, you notice I made him a lot taller in the finals because he was sitting down, guys. He sits down sometimes. He did in the prejudging. Standing up a little bit taller here. But still, even with the advantage, the thin skin, things of that nature, how much better he was the next day, I'd still go with Nick. So Nick, what he was losing in the front, here's the side tricep. I think he's getting back in the side. And this is somebody sent me this one. I forget who sent this one to me, the side tricep. It was on Who is the Best Bodybuilder on Instagram page. He posted this. Somebody sent it to me. So thank you. Hadi Choopan side tricep. We now have a picture of him in the side tricep. But it is like I said, this is a victory for Nick. Nick is dominant in the side. Whoo Haa! Here is the official Whoo Haa pose. Nice big man's chest for Hadi. He does have a big manly chest. Nick's a beast though. I gotta admit, even in the midsection, he looks pretty good against Hadi. That's Hadi's strong point. This is not a mandatory shot, guys. Go to the back. Here is where Hadi could get an edge. I'll be honest. To be honest with you, Diane, I'm impressed with the condition of Nick Walker. Glutes, hamstrings, back for back. I mean, Hadi is a modern day Lee Haney. He's a modern day Franco Columbo. But kudos to Nick Walker for improving this rear lat spread, I would suggest. Here's the finals and the thin skin condition for Hadi. Now, Nick did look good. The prejudging might even have won the show. Might even won the competition against Hadi. But here in the finals, Hadi, he came back. Like I said, in the front shots, he was more separated. He was better. And he is better, more separated in the back. Look at his upper back, lower back. It's just an impressive showing for Hadi. So yeah, Nick Walker, next year, word to the wise, here's the rear double. Word to the wise, Nick. Come the next day, just as good, or it may be all she wrote. Now the rear double, Nick's winning this one. So Hadi, yeah, he was winning that rear lat spread itself, but here clearly you can see Nick is right on par with condition of that lower half. And in the upper half, I would suggest he's harder, grainier than Hadi. Here's the finals. Terrible shot for Hadi. He's not really flexing that good, but you can actually see he was thin-skinned. Leonard Skinner? No, never mind. Huey Lewis in the news? What? Wow. Where was I? Yeah, Hadi. Even in this shot where he's not hitting it to spec, he is conditioned, guys. And Nick Walker, maybe the best here in 2023. This is 2022, but here now in today's day and age, he's the best to hit this shot, guys. And for those of you who were wondering if Nick Walker could defeat Hadi Choopan in the abs and thigh, the answer is no. Invariably no. No way. Not even close. Nick is losing the abs and thigh to Hadi Choopan. So that is one more pose that goes to Hadi. Can Nick Walker defeat Hadi Choopan, guys? There's no finals of the abs and thigh, but we all know what would happen. Finish this one off. Most muscular. And each guy, this is kind of a bad matchup for each other. Nick knows that his wide midsection may be his Achilles heel. Certain angles he does have a little bit of a thick midsection, I'll admit. He's good though. And Hadi Choopan, he has maybe the best midsection. Well, maybe not the smallest, but the best abs, and he has a pretty tight midsection. He keeps it tight. There's no bubble gut is what I'm saying. But then Hadi's weak point is his arms, and look at Nick's arms. Those biceps go all the way down. Those forearms, another weakness for Hadi. So yeah, it's weakness versus strong points between these two guys. Hadi is a little bit more clearly conditioned. Now go to the next day, the finals. Then yeah, Hadi, you could see those arms. They're not as impressive as Nick's. But you can see an overall condition of Hadi that I do believe that he is a little bit more razor sharp than Nick Walker. But keep in mind, guys, this is the finals. Nick will find a formula. It's the 2-day thing. Not too many guys can nail it. I believe Phil Heath was a demon in that aspect. He was the Mr. Saturday Night. But Hadi Choopan, clearly, I think whether Derek Lunsford was there or not, I think Hadi won because he was the better man. I think it was fairly close between him and Derek and fairly close between him and Nick, but I think there was enough in the way of, there was not too much domination in size and muscularity. There was some, but not too much. But I think Hadi, he fetched up on he caught back up with the next day, the ultimate decision on this, the finals. Nick Walker, he just didn't stand a chance that next day against Hadi. Hadi's a beast, guys. He's the Olympia champion. Whether you agree or disagree, he is. He has the Sandow on his mantle. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel, please, if you have not already. Helps me greatly get to that final goal, or, my current goal of 100,000 subscribers. Have a great one.